this is just a little bit that I'm adding into the beginning of the video, because the next part of the video is actually where I made all the stuff that I was making for the magazine back in January. This is now April, and this was launched a couple of days ago, so I've now got my magazine. There's a short video, and I'll add the link down below, showing a quick flick through the magazine, and then this one will show you everything that's in it, and further on, if you just have a little look, it will actually show you the projects that I've made and how I've made them. So enjoy, and back to January now, whenever I was making this. Thank you. Hello and welcome. This is Ruth Hamilton, and today I'm just starting off my magazine commission for the third Tonic magazine. Can you believe it's the third one already? Anyhow, before I started and send the stuff off, I want to give you a little run through. So this may well be edited before I post this video. This is now the beginning of January. I've had a little break for Christmas and the New Year, and I'm just starting my magazine commission today, and I thought I'll run through the stuff while the papers are still intact and before I start using this die set. So let's have a little look. There's the die set. I'll turn it around here. Let me see. Yeah. So first of all, we've got this large die, which I think well, you'll know I haven't actually used this yet, but this will fold up and make a little suitcase, and then there's lots of other dies there to be used along with it. So panels for inside, the handles here, corner pieces, tags, and palm tree, a little suitcase, and all sorts of things that you could use not only with this 3D suitcase, but that you could use on cards or even on scrapbook pages. It's very versatile and could be used for all sorts of things. I know lots of folk haven't really been travelling very much, but we can dream, and things maybe will get back to normal soon again. Some of you will have holidays planned and whatever. Just be careful and be safe and enjoy yourselves. And also, they're really, really good for memories, and I'm sure we've got lots of things that we can find in our boxes and whatever we have around the house that have memories that we could make up little scrapbook albums and pages. So lots of ideas for that. And then there's this gorgeous little stamp set. I'll just bring this over again here. So you can see it there. It's all travel themed again. Lovely little suitcases that could be coloured. I always look for the ones that could be coloured, but obviously there are lots of different. Let's make memories, fun, sending you sunshine. This suitcase belongs to, travel time, whatever. So you've got lots of little stamps that could be used again, as I say, for cards, for that 3D suitcase, or even for scrapbooks, or just whatever you have in mind yourself. There is a really cute stencil here, travel themed one as well. I'll take that off there just so you can see the top of it. So there's this sort of arched shape stenciled part at the top with the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the London Eye, and the Eiffel Tower on the top, and some other bits and pieces here. So that again could be used on all sorts of things. Now we've also got the papers here that I want to have a little look through, and these are absolutely gorgeous. So you can see they're again like the last ones in the last two magazines, foiled on one side and plain on the other, but such good quality. I know that if any of you have got the last two magazines, you'll know what to expect this time, but these are beautiful and so perfectly coordinated. And again there, that's got beautiful foiling on it, and the green dots on the other side, and these all work really well together. So silver and blue there, and little aeroplanes on that side, silver and white there, and a lovely little aeroplane and postage stamp theme on the other side, and foiled suitcases. And oh, actually these are all the little elements from the stamp set, and then this beautiful houndstooth on the background there as well. And I'm loving this blue. I think it's really beautiful. It's lovely and cool, but summery as well. And this little check, and then that's us back to the beginning again. So I'll set that over, but I want to show you these lovely toppers. So these again are double-sided, and as in the last two magazines, foiled on one side, as you can see there, and there, and plain on the other side. So you can use these whichever way you like, but they're really lovely. beautiful, all sorts of elements that you could add, again as I say, onto cards or onto scrapbooks. So I'll stop this for now, but I'll be back more than likely with an edited version. I may even do a sped up version of making some of this stuff, and whenever the magazine's out I'll publish this. So until then, I'll see you in a minute or two probably. I've taken some of the Denim blue card because I thought it went really well with the papers from the magazine. Lovely with this spotty one, and really nice with the silver and white one that I'm just about to use in that one. And I've used this for my card base, for my suitcase base. Now I actually used white in a trial in the 300 GSM. It's just a little bit too thick. It's this part that really was causing the problem, so I think you'll find it's better if you use the Craft Perfect. So I've gone ahead with this large die and I've cut that out twice, and I've folded in all the little pieces and all the little tabs, as you can see, and then where this double ended piece is here, you can see I have folded it up the way so that it faces inwards like that, and the same on the other one. Now that is because that's where the two suitcases will join, and that will go over there and those will join together, and then the sides all come up like this. So what I'm going to do now, before I do all that, I want to decorate the front and the back. So if you can imagine, if that's how the suitcase would be when it's folded up, you're going to have the front here, the back here, or the other way around, but just remember that that's the top then, where this little lip is, and this is the bottom. And I have used the silver and white polka dot paper. It's really, really beautiful. And I have cut that to 6.25 centimeters this way by 9 across the way, and I'm going to glue that on there on both sides. And then I have used both of these dies together with the Denim blue again, and that has given me this beautiful pattern here, and I'm going to glue that on top of that. Then I have taken this die, I've cut that out in white, and then I've used the same die again with this one inside it and cut that out in silver, and I have glued one on top of the other, and I've got this Bon Voyage, and that's going to get glued on there, and that silver looks really good with the silver polka dot in behind, and the white makes it pop. So that's how I'm going to do that. Then I have taken these two dies, so there's a longer one and a shorter one, and I have cut those out here. So I've got the long pieces, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I've done exactly the same with the shorter one, and those then will get put on here. So I'm going to glue those on all of these panels and on the bottom there as well, on the other one and here, and then I'll come back and show you how we join these together. So I'll just go ahead and glue all this together now. So you'll see there how I have all those pieces added on, and I've put 2 on there and none on there, and that's because whenever you glue these together, that one will be hidden, that's going in there. So I'll just attach those now, and then I have put little tabs of red high-tack tape on there, and I'm going to add that on there and close those ends up on both of them. And when I've done that, I'll add a little drop of glue, just a dot in there, and that'll be ready to show you the next part. So now we'll go back to the pieces that I cut out for joining this together. So I have two of these, I've cut this out twice and folded all the little tabs up, and as you can see there's one with little chamfered edges and one with plain edges. So the plain one is the one that you'll be putting on here, and all you need to do is put some glue along the back of this, on here and on here and here. So the only surface on this that's not getting glued is this top tab, and you'll glue that to there. So that will be attached onto this piece. It will sit up and that will hold on to here, and that will be the top of the suitcase, sort of enclosed in a little frame. And then we'll do exactly the same thing with the other side. I've taken this long die and I've used that to cut out two straps, and I've done that in silver. So as you can see, there are fold lines just there and there on that, and I've gone ahead and I've cut 4 little buckles out with one of the buckle dies as well. So I've gone ahead and glued this onto the back here. Now you can see I've slipped the little strap through the buckle and just glued that on right up to the top there. Then the fold line will bring it over and right down here, and then to put the one on the front here, I find it's easier if you just take the little die cut buckle and put your pokey tool just in there. Do you see? I can hold that up and let you see. So it's going in there, and just move that back and forwards a couple of times, and that just helps to raise this little center bar so that you can put the strap through there. And I will put that in through there. Now this time I'm just going to glue the back of the buckle on the top and bottom, a little bit on the side but not on the strap at all this time. So I'll fold that over, and then I'll put that roughly where I have the other one, so it's roughly about there, and that means that the strap can be opened and closed. So glue on there and on there, a little bit there and there. Now you will be able to move this around just slightly for a minute or two. I get that in about there, and then we'll hold that down. Now remember, you don't actually have to have the strap in there at this stage. You can take that out. That was just to position this little buckle. Just zoom that in a little bit for you there. And again, it does help once that's glued on if you just move your pokey tool back and forwards through that little bar, and that raises it just slightly, and press the rest of it down, and that's ready then for this to go through, and that will hold your little suitcase closed. Now I'm going to put one of those on the other side as well, over here, and then I have taken this die and I've cut that out twice, and I've made 2 little handles. And all I'm going to do with that is take the a bone folder and just mould that over slightly, and you want to bend those 2 pieces back like so. So it's now at that shape. Do the same with the other one. So just across there, and then press that back and that one back, and then I'm going to glue one on here and one on here, and I'll put the other strap on in exactly the same way as I did this one. There's the little finished suitcase. Isn't that really cute? The little handles on the top and all the pieces attached. Now, don't forget you can open it up, use it for whatever you want, and just open the little straps, and oh yes, don't forget to pack your camera. There's the little camera, which I made with the two little dies and layered them one on top of the other, and we'll put that inside the suitcase. Now, I will be back in a minute or two. I've had another couple of ideas of different ways to use these dies, so not just the suitcase, and I hope you'll enjoy those too. But, isn't that lovely? For my second project then, I have taken the same die and I have cut it out with this beautiful silver and blue card. I've cut it out twice again, like so, and then on this one you can see I've used this die and I've just placed it into this part here, and I'll show you in a little sped up video next how I have cut the pieces apart, taken some of these off and joined them together then to make a single suitcase. So you'll have seen there how I have assembled this little suitcase. This is a single one and it opens and folds. Now you could cut this piece or even both of these pieces off, but I thought it just added a little bit of stability and closed that box off nicely when you put this around together. So I have used this handle die, slightly different from this one. I've put it in the centre and I have used the straps again and the little buckles, but instead of putting them the whole way over this time, I have just trimmed them off and put them on there. And that's how that little single suitcase then closes over. Now, for the, because I've used the card, the actual paper from the set this time, from the kit, magazine kit, I'm not putting anything over at the top of it, so I can use the little, this little die to make the little corner pieces. And I've already gone ahead and I've put one on here, and then I'll show you how to do this, because obviously this front one needs to be in a separate piece so that this will open and close. So we've cut this piece out, fold the pieces over, so dear me, like so, and then on those little score lines, and then all you need to do is put glue inside that and add that onto the back. Now it doesn't matter which way around, but I think it looks best if the join is in below there. So if you get that sitting nice and close and neat, it will not actually matter which way around the join in it is, but there we are. Now I'll wipe off the excess glue in a moment. So that's that one. Now for the front, as I said, because we need this to open and close, what we want to do then is keep one part joined together. I'll just close this and then you can see. So the bottom part stays intact and you can cut this part off, and I'll just take my scissors and do that now. This one gets glued on here and this one then gets glued on here, and it still looks as if it's all one piece, but it means that you can open and close this, which you wouldn't be able to do if that was all one piece as it was cut out. Now, to finish this one off, I have taken the Adventure die and the background one, and I've cut the adventure out in silver and the background out in denim blue. I'm going to glue that along the bottom. Now just remember, I'm going to put an airplane on there, so I want that quite far down there, and then I have die cut the little airplane with the little die that was for that. Not sure where I've put it. There it is. And I'm going to glue that above there. That's just another way of using that. I have just thought of something different again for my third one, so hopefully it will work out, and I'll be back in a moment or two and we'll have that airplane heading up into the sky. Like so. Oops, daisies. It's easier to do it like that, and then just wipe off the excess glue. So what you want to remember is make sure that you've left enough room for whatever die cut you're using there, and also make sure that it doesn't get in the road of the top part of the little suitcase. So there we have now a little single suitcase with the little corner pieces and the little double one with the straps and whatnot. And I'll be back in just a minute with something else. For my third little project then, I have decided to make something completely different. I thought when I saw this folded up it looked a bit like a little box frame, just a tiny little frame. So I've cut out one of the main suitcase pieces again, and this time I folded all these over, but I have taken this piece here, cut this off and just left half a centimetre on there so that it corresponded with all the rest, and that when I make it up I won't have this large piece here, I'll just have the half a centimetre on there. So I've gone ahead, that's my half centimetre, and I've attached this the same way as I did for the suitcase, and now what I'm going to do is just glue this on here and here, and I've got a lovely little frame, little box frame. So there's no connecting piece here. You can add a piece onto there if you like, but I'll fix that in a moment or two. Anyhow, what I've done then is I've cut a piece of this beautiful blue card. It is 9 1/4 by 6 1/2, and I'm going to glue that inside there. So I've put the little pieces, the little strips that I cut out with these dies again along the sides and the top, and then I've used the other little corner strengtheners this time, the little corner pieces, and I've just put them on the front and not the back, and that's inside, and the little handle, and that looks really cute. So I decided to use the background die with the denim blue again, and then I cut out this one with silver and I paper pieced all those pieces back in, and I'm going to glue that on there. Then I cut myself another little airplane, and that's going in there, and I've cut the globe. I don't know where I've put the third little piece now, but anyhow I've cut this one with the denim blue, and then I have used this one with the other die inside and cut out this piece, and I'm gluing that on top. Now you could just use a piece of cardboard or whatever you like on the back. I've just put 4 foam pads to give that a bit of depth, and that will go in there, and the little camera that I had in the suitcase at the beginning, and that's going to go on there at an angle, and that's a lovely little holiday montage. Now, I know it's not to scale or anything, but it actually looks really cute. So there we are. I'll glue all that together and come back in a moment or two. So that's my 3 projects with the magazine, the papers and the dies. 3 completely different things using the same die set, and also there's so many other things. As I mentioned at the start, you could use the same dies to make a card or even a scrapbook page. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I will have another little video because I'm doing another little feature as well in the magazine, but if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do that as well. I will have my affiliate links to the magazine down below, so if any of you are interested in buying the magazine, you can use those if you like, and it won't cost you any more, but it does give me a little commission as well. Well, I thought I had those all finished, but just before I got them ready to post, I decided I would add a couple of little extra things. So the little camera that I had inside the suitcase, I thought would look really nice on 3D foam pads up on top of it here, and the sunglasses on the front there. So that's that one. And this one, I added the sunglasses here as well, and I think that was just what that needed in that little area there. And on this one, I have added a little strengthener in here, so I'll show you what I've done. Just to keep these sides more stable, because I've used the paper instead of card, I have added a little strip of white card, should be able to see it there, down here, and on the opposite side here as well. And that's really those finished this time, and I better get them posted off quickly. So thanks very much for bearing with me, and as you know, I do actually change things quite a bit at the end. Sometimes I add lots of little bits and pieces on, so that's the finished group this time, and no more. They're getting packed up and they're getting posted off. So thank you. Bye bye.